Hello everyone. Welcome back to ScrapCraft. I am just checking that the mob spawner is shut off manually. Um, Works great, fantastically. I have all the TNT I could ever want, um, but I decided to turn it off. The elevator we made, it is... Break that. Great, great. Um, it lags this server like no one's business. And I don't know. We should probably revise this. Like, this is how big our timer is. So I don't know if we're actually saving that many materials. Granted, it is a pretty big elevator. It goes all the way up. Um. Anyhow, we need to revise that. I think that is currently what's hurting the server, but it works great. The whole system. I really can't emphasize like how simple of a dude this thing is. Works great. But I think a lot of that has to do with the biomes we're in. Anyways, we're not dealing with this today. I touched up in here some. The machinery still back here. Um, you can see that this one is tripped for having being full on items. I might make this redstone line longer so that it takes it longer to kick on. Because, I mean, this is essentially a waste of a double chest, so I might tweak that a little. But yeah, it's storing up arrows in there, which is pretty much fine. It really doesn't matter. Anyhow, that works great. Everything works great except for that stinking elevator. As I said, I messed with the hallway. Yeah, looked pretty good. We got the entrance right here. It's not great. I'm not entirely in love with it. I think this side needs a little bit of work. I think once we get some vegetation and the rest of the tunnel built up, it'll look just fine. I'm deciding to embrace this little ravine here. Well, it's not little, but it's a nice ravine. So I'm thinking we're gonna utilize that somehow. I'm going to pick the hardest way out of here, apparently. Okay. Today, we are going to be working on an equestrian center, I think is what they call them. A horse center. A horse. A combine? A combine. It is a combine, isn't it? I didn't think of what to call it until now. Anyways, we're going to work on that. My horse, bless his heart, is slow as molasses on a cold day. And there's nothing I can do about that. All the sugar in the world, the treats, none of it makes him go faster. Um, I think he's still out here. I've been doing a little work out here with some of the TNT we got. I worked out this bit right here. Did a little bit right here. Haven't really touched this bit. I don't know. I'm kind of waiting on the last one here to get on. Which is a problem because he got GTA and I haven't seen hide nor hair of him since it came out. So, last, if you're out there, please report to base immediately. He went AWOL. Is he not down here anymore? Was I smart and did I get him out before I blew up all the ways out? Oh, I was. Hello, Horatio. Boop. Oh, it's like riding a drunk child around. Not that I even know what that's like. That's what I assume it's like. Anyways. Yeah, you're gonna suffer, guy. He doesn't have a lot of hearts and he's really slow. I don't know why we're lagging today. Anyways, I guess it's server lag. We're gonna make a combine. Do I have any leads? I do. Fantastic. The slowest horse. So I would like to set up a horse breeding center, but I mean I'm not going to automate horse breeding. Um, I basically just want to evaluate horses and keep the good ones around for breeding stock, I guess. And then have like a pen for Horatio or other named horses. So let's clear out some area. Well, that went pretty well. Yeah. Oh man, it is oceany back here. Ew. Did not plan for that. It's okay, we'll work around that. So the first thing I want to do, I think, is make a track. Not like a circular track, basically. In football, they make you run the 40 to kind of 40-yard dash to evaluate how fast a player is. So we're gonna do something like that for horses. I do need to come up with a timer. I know how I want to do it, but I haven't quite worked it out yet. I made a great mistake of going too close to the ocean over here. And I lost my underwater helmet that was so great. Man. Alright. I'm almost out of dirt. Which, believe it or not, has actually kind of been a problem for us. Just the dirt supplies are dwindling. Alright, that's fine. So I need to take a cut right here. To clean up after myself. I guess my zeal got the better of me. I need to clean this up, and I think I know where I'm going to put the track. Or how I'm going to put the track, rather. And I need to work out some redstone for the timer, so let me go clean this up, and I'll be right back. Okay. Oh, that didn't sound good, did it? So Horatio, we're ready to go, buddy. The timer works. I've got it installed. Should work. Has been working. I just need to reset it from the last trial. Yep. Okay. Get back so you can get up to full speed before we start this guy. The dirt is not a permanent addition to our little track. And away we go! So we can finally fully understand just how slow Horatio is. So really it doesn't measure how fast a horse is, it measures how slow they are. Do I have any extra wood? I do. Okay. So Horatio is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 lamps away from being too slow for me to measure. So that's not good. Um, where'd the item frame go? Hello? Hello? Oh, there it is. So Horatio will mark you as being right there. Very good. And just to prove it, we'll run it again to make sure it's the same speed. It should be. Alright. Here we go. Same speed. What's pretty cool is like this thing is accurate to within 2 ticks, so I don't know. Horatio's a slow horse. That is what we have learned today. To show you more on how this thing works and stuff like that, I'm going to go to my test world. So, man, if I don't misplace all the blocks. Yeah, okay. Go over to the test world, and we will have a look-see over there, see how it operates. Yeah. Alright, we're in the test world. Let's see if we can't get the day to change. I think it's this direction where the thing is. There we go. Alright, so here's the timer, how I initially modeled it. Very nice, very nice. Clean, even. Um, yeah, so I actually had 3 horses that I tested this with, these 3 right here. So you can see the blue and the red. That is where they clocked in at. So red is currently our fastest horse. Let's check this guy. It's already been reset. Okay, so he's a little bit slower, so he would be right there. Yep. And that's pretty much how it's gonna work. I still have to put up like pens and stuff like that so we can rate horses back on the server, but it's pretty much all it does is it rates horses. And you wouldn't really know it, but it took a lot of redstone to be able to do this the way I wanted to. This is the fastest horse, so this is Red Man. Alright. He's so fast. It's not even okay. If I get a horse like this on the server, I'm going to lose my flippin' mind. So that's Red Horse, and you can see he landed right where I said he would. Anyways, let's have a look-see at the redstone. It's a bit complicated, yeah. um, it's kind of not. Press the reset button. I did a bad job making it complicated. Okay, so let us start right here. This is the initial trigger. So once we trip this, it starts the timer. Yeah. So that makes a redstone signal. It comes down along here, turns on this guy, or powers this block off this block. And all that does is trip this T flip-flop. You can use any T flip-flop you want, doesn't really matter. I picked this one because I'm familiar with it, I guess. Old faithful. And when that happens, it charges this track, and it will stay on for the foreseeable future. Because once this is on, this piston down here also gets... No, it doesn't. Sorry. I'm thinking of the one I made on the server. There's a lot of fail-safes built in. Anyways, this piston triggers so that this line and this line are connected, but that's not really important at the moment. Oh, yes it is. It's very important at the moment. So basically what we're doing is we're throwing a lever so that we're changing this state from on to off, or off to on rather, once this gets triggered. To keep it staying like that, have I done anything? I have not. I did on the server, but I did not here. Don't worry about that then. But one thing it does is it moves this piston so that this line and this line connect. That means that the reset button will be able to turn off, to basically redo this. I'll flip it later. Uh, Once the state gets on, it does two things. It's kind of hard to tell, but there are basically two lines of repeaters. There's a bottom row and a top row. And what it does is the bottom row, it goes down through this line, and there's a delay between all of them. There should be 4 ticks between each. If you see the dots on the bottom, there's 4 ticks between each of those lighting up. And what that does is so the redstone comes through, powers this, powers the block, powers the dot, and the dot powers this block, which lights up our lamp. Here, I'm just going to go ahead and start it. Perfect. Okay, so you can see that the redstone repeaters, the top row now, they're identical rows, they're just offset one, so that we can hit every single lamp. The top row got all the way to this guy. The bottom row got all the way to this guy. Very good. And the way I said they're offset by 1, to get them going in the right order, there's a 2 tick delay between the bottom and the top row, so that the time it takes between this lamp and that lamp, and that lamp and this lamp, it takes 2 ticks. So for every 2 lamps, it's 4 ticks. It's like 1 second, I think. I don't know. Don't worry about it. It's kind of complicated, not really important. Now, yeah. So then, once we hit the back one, that's how. So this side, all it does is generate this line of redstone that powers up the lamps. This line over here, once we flip this guy, this would not be extended. It is because we have flipped it. So I'm going to go ahead and... No, I'm not. Anyways, it hits another T flip-flop. So it powers... it trips the T flip-flop into saying, yes, I am indeed on. I probably should have used NOR latches. Oh well. So it says, yep, I am on the ball. And powers this redstone line. That powers this big long line of the back row right here of redstone. Oh man, I did not put redstone right there. Weird. Glad to see it still worked. And what that does is it locks all the repeaters. You see? Lock, 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 lock. And whatever state they had, whether it be on or off, it will those repeaters will continue to have as long as the ones that are locking them are still on. And that's why we need this to be a flip-flop, so that it stays that state. And that's all it does. So basically, generates the signal builds up through the chain, and then this one locks it as soon as you reach the end. The reset button, I put some fail-safes on it, like if you see pistons crossing its path, it's only to make sure that the piston, or not the piston, that the, this is also from the reset button. It basically triggers both T flip-flops, and that is so that, I don't know, that's all you need to do to reset it, is you need to trigger the one that's holding the signal and then the one that's generating the signal. That's all it does. The rest is just prevention, so that if I were to walk over a line, like, so if I walk over this thing again, it doesn't trip one flip-flop and not the other and stuff like that. That's basically it. That's our redstone. Blue guy, let's take you for a spin. Marvelous. And that's it, guys. It looks simple, but it took me a while to figure out. But it works beautifully. Material intensive, though. So let's go back to Panda over on the server. I'll see you guys next time we do some serious redstoning. Adios. All right, thanks, Panda. That was some good redstone. Oh, I know. Anyways, it was not as much fun to build on the server as it was on the creative mode. As you can see, here's this T flip-flop, and then here's the chain. The reset line is down there, and here's the other T flip-flop. It gets kind of messy. But that's how it works, boys and girls. Yeah. So there's a couple more things we need to do to test out the horse functionality. I didn't know this until last one here told me yesterday. Horses can jump different heights. So like Horatio, I'm trying to think like, does it stop going down at a point? So it'll just stay there? Huh. So maybe we should do it like standardized so that we're not trying to get the maximum jump. Just do it when it hits that bar down there, that one. You know what I mean? Anyways, Horatio, I don't know how high he jumps. He jumps high enough that I can kind of see over that. Last one here, he said he got a horse that jumped faster. Um, jumped faster. That jumps higher. I don't entirely know. That's okay. I think I just trapped my horse down here. Man, if I did. Can I go over here? So next time I need to set up something that... Oh man. I need to set up two things. The stalls to hold horses, and like breeding area or what have you, breeding stock, I guess. And I also need to set up the stalls, and I also want to set up a thing to measure the jump height. Oh, well, that worked great. Anyways, I might just leave my horse down here. Alright, guys, I hope you enjoyed, or if nothing else, learned how to properly measure your horse's time. Accurate to within 2 ticks, that's pretty good, I think. It's accurate than most, like, stopwatches. Anyways, that's it for today. You've had your dose of science. You can go, I don't know, watch something else now. Thank you, though. See you next time. Bye bye, fellas.